Well, finally the rain had stopped. Now I can go drive my automobile. Finally. Wiper motor removal today. For the third and hopefully the final time. I'm getting mighty fed up with doing this. 3 wiper motors I've gone through since 2010. You're going to say to me and come up with some snarky comment, well, quit running the wipers when they're dry. I don't. This car is parked during the winter, and I don't use my wipers in the winter, so the chance of me starting the car, running the wipers when they're all froze up, it just doesn't happen. And it's been a really dry summer. For those of you living in Ontario, you guys know this. It's been a really dry summer. Then all of a sudden, late August comes around, leaves are starting to change, birds are tweeting away, we got a little rain shower, you're driving down the highway, you turn your wipers on, uh-oh, yeah, it's not fun, it's not pretty, and it's not safe either. So, today, we're going to go and take a look and see what is the matter with this wiper motor and see if I can make a warranty claim. I'm going to take it on my bench and maybe I'll be able to get it going again. So first thing we're going to want to do is pop our hood, locate our wiper motor. For those of you that are curious that, about removing a wiper motor and changing one on a Caprice, Parisienne, Delta 88, most full-size rear-wheel drive vehicles of the 80s, well, here you go. What you're going to find here, there's going to be a cover over this. Now I've removed this cover for clarity. I want to discuss very quickly about this little circuit board here. You can call this your delay module or whatever for your delay wipers. If you don't have delay wipers, well then there's a good chance that you're not going to have this circuitry board. This also controls the washer pump, which comes on all full-size GM washer pumps. Some do, some don't, but in the 90s they were mostly hooked up. There was a motor hooked up to the reservoir. This guy here has one mounted directly to the wiper motor assembly itself. A lot of these don't work. They actually wear out before the wiper motor does. So we're going to go ahead and remove our blue wire. Okay, this is for our delay. You're not going to see this until after you get your black cover piece off. You gotta love the sound of a 305 Chevrolet with no exhaust. Then we're going to unhook our main lead. This guy here. Okay, you got a little resistor right here built into the plug. We're going to unplug that guy, hang him out of the way. Unplug our ground. Okay, you'll notice that it's actually hooked up to here. This guy goes there, and we're going to unhook this. Don't worry, don't get scared. If you don't remember how to plug this back in, it's, you're not going to fry anything. Don't worry about it. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to go get some tools. We're going to go disconnect our linkage for our wipers, and we'll get started from there. So what you're going to need here, let's start off with our wiper motor to transmission assembly here first, 10mm socket. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and loosen this guy off, just like so. We're going to disconnect our transmission from our wiper motor. There's 2 nuts here. Okay, just loosen those guys off. You don't have to take the nuts all the way out, just loosen them off until your ratchet won't loosen them anymore, and pop your transmission off the ball stud. You might have to loosen them off a little more than that, actually. It is a tight squeeze. Just like so. Put your wipers down. Just like that. Now, we can go ahead and get started here. Also, 10mm ratchet required. Loosen these guys off. And there are 3 of them total. Alright, so once you get your final bolt out, set it on the air breather. and gently removes the wiper motor from the firewall, or from the wiper motor bracket assembly here. And there we have her. Not sure why. This is the third one that quit on me. So I'm going to take it into the shop and see what I can find. Okay. So when you purchase a new wiper motor, you're going to notice that this, we'll call it our wiper module, if you want to just call it that. We'll keep it short and simple, or your delay device. You're going to notice that this doesn't have one if you buy a new wiper motor. It's just not going to come with one. When you remove it, you're going to find two wires at the back. The third one is actually soldered in place on the far corner, and all it does is connect over here to your circuitry board. You're going to notice that these two pink and purple wires with a black stripe, they actually go into the wiper motor housing. I'm hoping here today that all I have is a bad ground. A lot of these wires are just ground wires. The only power leads to the wiper motor itself is here and here. So here's your delay module or whatever. Underneath this little guy here, this cover, is it's just a winding. If I can get it out of there, I can show you. It's going to be refractory, of course. Yeah, that's all that is. Nothing there. Your new wiper motor isn't going to come with one of these. Okay, so you're going to have to also take this off and attach it to your new wiper motor. If you believe that this is shot, these do go. You can order these separate. I believe they're 30 bucks. A lot of people ask me, okay, I have my wipers on, all of a sudden they quit. I have reasons to believe that it is the circuit. It shouldn't be. If you have your wipers on the delay and all of a sudden the wipers stop and the wipers will not continue, but all of a sudden if you turn your wipers to low, it'll bypass this and the wipers will have constant power to it all the time, and the wipers will go back and forth, and the wiper motor will keep turning. If you turn your wipers to low, 9 times out of 10 that your wiper motor is shot. If your wiper motor warms up and all of a sudden quits, there's a good chance that it's fried. So when you get your new wiper motor, go ahead and install it into the vehicle. Okay, you're going to have your wires here. Of course, this is your purple and your pink. They're going to connect here on the back of this. Just like so. You got a ground strap. Okay, it's going to be hanging like this. New wiper motors may or may not come with new bushings. Okay, here's what the bushing is. And see, these bushings do wear out because there is a lot of vibrations. So if your wiper motor doesn't come with new ones, or you know what, you might want to just go ahead and invest the 60 cents and go and buy brand new bushings so that you have them. They do wear out. These bushings actually should be replaced because they're actually quite weathered, and they go on like this. Okay, the shiny part facing down like this. Okay, and the wiper motor attaches, wiper motor attaches like this. Your bolts go here. So if you do manage to get your old wiper motor to work for whatever reason, maybe the ground was just a bit grimy and it wasn't getting a good connection or whatever, you finally get your wiper motor to work, congratulations, because mine doesn't. Then go ahead and put the wiper motor back into the vehicle, but make sure that you have the wiper motor in the park position. It is imperative that it is in the park position. If not, the wipers are just going to be all out of whack, right? So you have to make sure that the wiper motor is in park when you connect your wiper transmission or your linkage back up to your wiper motor. So make sure that you have it in park. New wiper motors, they come already in park. So when you get a new wiper motor, don't play with it until you get everything hooked up. Okay? Because it has to be, the wiper motor has to be in park. So with that being said, good luck to you. Installation is the reverse of removal. I, on the other hand, have to make a warranty claim.